Okay, well, my first term was in 90, 91. I had an H number, H27811, and I went through Chino Central. And I'm telling you, dude, you guys, I had a chip on my shoulder. It was a hard head. I would not turn down fights. I've been in over 100 fights, a couple stabbings in prison, a bunch of shoot time, right? And I was a little bit overwhelmed because those cells are so freaking small at Chino Central. They're tiny, and I was claustrophobic with that ADHD, and a bunch of tattooed down dudes running the program. Us and the Mexicans work out together. It's pretty dang intimidating. I only stayed there for like 3 days, and they sent me to West Yard, which is like Camp Snoopy. You know what I mean? It's like Camp Snoopy there. You know what I mean? Got into a fight right away. That was my first term. I went to, I stayed at CIM, which is Camp Snoopy. I got out, I didn't learn nothing. I tried to find the dude that owed me a bunch of money in the speed world, San Bernardino. Second term, same thing, another 16 months. That time, Orange County went through Donovan, it's 93. Donovan, same thing, got a fight on Reception Yard. That time I went to Soledad. I think I programmed the rest of the way through. Third term, I stayed in the mods in the county, more high-powered stuff, got to a bunch of fights, went all the way up to Red Band, which is like the max, you know what I mean? Yeah, and then from there, I went to Solano. Very outnumbered by the Northerners, and myself and another white guy helped out the Southerners because they were outnumbered. Yeah, and they were outnumbered, and we liked them. You know, Johnny Rodriguez from Lopers was doing a life sentence from 18 years old. You guys, 18 years old. Another hitman, another gang put a hit out on him, and at an 18-year-old gang-banging mentality, he went and smoked a hitman in that dude's neighborhood. That's gangster, right? Life sentence, though. He's never getting out, ever, from one bad decision at 18 years old, ever. That guy was cool as could be. He did not act like a killer. He was so mellow, played handball. Topo was there. A bunch of other dudes were there. Half the dudes have all the same names, like Dreamers and Little Mans. There's so many of them. But we got into a riot up there because we didn't want to see him get outnumbered. And pretty crazy stuff. So I wrote a book called Prison Riot about it. They thought I was Mexican. They put Southern Mexican on my cell. I'm like, I'm white. I just happened to be in the wrong. I happened to be in the way, right? One other white dude was involved from San Francisco. I'm like, he's from San Francisco. How the hell are you calling him Southern Mexican? He's white and he's from San Francisco. Way up there. So we did shoot time for that, and they sent me to another prison after I finished my shoot there, and then they started trying to get me to claim a gang, right? Well, you're not Southern Mexican. Okay, fine. We give up on that. You don't have any tattoos. But we think you're from a white gang, Nazi lowrider, Aryan Brotherhood, or you skinhead, this, that. Trying to pressure me into... I was still rebelling. I was like, F you. They stepped me back in the hole for like 7 or 8 more months.
Dang,
yeah, and that hole sucked. Single cell in that one. The one I was at before at Solano, the one at Solano, they let you have a TV. It makes a difference if you got a TV and a celly.
Yeah,
if you don't got a TV and you don't got a celly, you go crazy. That's that solitary stuff. It makes you go crazy without a TV and without a celly. You know, it's crazy. And so I did. That's when I got out and said, you know what, I'm done. I'm done with that drug stuff. I know where it goes, and I see the end of the rainbow, and there's nothing there except for pain, misery, and all that. So I tried to turn my life around, but I didn't have like the moral compass that I have now with accountability. I saw accountability on your guys' door. Man, I like to have accountability around my life right now. Because like I said, I have ADHD, and I've got priors for messing up. So I don't want to mess up anymore. So all I have to do is be humble enough to know I need accountability and to have that little structure, and God takes care of me. That's all I have to do. That's what I'm trying to pass along to you. I know when I was your age, I probably wouldn't have absorbed it. But I'm hoping that some of you guys absorb a little bit of it. Any more questions?